When I walk into an LA cafe, the first thing I notice is the smell. It is warm, rich, and slightly sweet. I hear ice clinking in cups, keyboards clicking, and quiet music in the background. At that moment, I think this is not just a coffee place. This is part of everyday life. I don't feel rushed. No one is waiting for me to hurry. That alone already feels very different. I walk toward the counter and stop in front of the menu. There are many choices, and I take a moment to look. I am not nervous about it. Taking time feels normal here. While I am looking, I think to myself that I am still deciding. I am just looking, and that is okay. No explanation is needed. As I read the menu, I notice how many options there are. Different beans, different sizes, different kinds of milk. I realize that confusion is part of the experience. I start organizing my thoughts in my head. I want something smooth. I don't want anything too strong. I am not in the mood for something very sweet. I remind myself that I don't need perfect words. I just need to explain what I want. I begin by thinking about the drink itself. Then I think about the size. After that, I think about the milk. Then the temperature. Finally, I think about sweetness and ice. I let the order come together slowly. I don't rush it. When it is my turn, I focus on sounding calm and natural. I say what I know, and I add details as they come up. I let the conversation flow instead of forcing it. I notice that customization is very common here. People change milk, sweetness, and ice without hesitation. It doesn't feel like a special request. It feels normal. When I want something less sweet, I think of it as describing my preference. I don't feel like I am asking for a favor. I keep my tone soft and relaxed. I pay attention to how short the interaction is. Long sentences are not necessary. Simple words are enough. When it is time to pay, everything becomes even simpler. I listen to the price and respond naturally. My actions say more than my words. When I am asked about a receipt, I respond casually. I don't think about grammar. I just respond the way I feel. After ordering, I step aside and wait. While waiting, I look around the cafe. I notice people working, talking quietly, or sitting alone. No one looks out of place. I realize that no one needs a reason to be here. Being here is enough. When my name is called, I step forward without thinking. It feels friendly, not formal. I take my drink and move away. I find a seat and sit down. The moment I take my first sip, my pace slows. I feel like I can finally relax. I look out the window and watch people walk by. I notice how the cafe feels like a pause in the middle of the city. After a while, a friend joins me. The atmosphere changes slightly. Everything feels more casual and comfortable. I don't worry about speaking perfectly. I focus on being present. The words come naturally. I notice how different people order in different ways. Some people know exactly what they want. Some people hesitate and change their minds. Both feel completely normal. Later, I notice a small mistake with a drink nearby. No one reacts strongly. The situation is handled calmly. It feels like a simple adjustment, not a problem. I realize how important tone is. Calm language creates calm situations. I see regular customers come in. They don't explain much. They don't hesitate. Familiarity makes everything shorter and easier. I also notice visitors who seem unsure. When they ask for suggestions, I share my personal experience. I don't try to sound like an expert. I just say what I like. Later, I decide to order something extra. Going back to the counter feels natural. I don't explain why. I simply continue the interaction. As the afternoon goes on, the cafe grows quieter. People focus more. The energy shifts. Language slows down too. Everything feels softer. When I get ready to leave, I don't make a long goodbye. I keep it light and friendly. That feels right. As I step outside, I realize something important. English is not about perfect sentences. It is about matching words to moments. A cafe is one of the easiest places to learn this. Nothing is dramatic. Nothing is stressful. That is why everyday places teach the most natural English.